Valorize your mental health because your mental health is everything worth prioritizing. This time around, Jonathan's eyes have been open to see the truth about Emeka, but unfortunately, he is realizing this when it's a bit too late for him because the daughter Benny had to make him know that he has been scammed by Emeka because his car worth 50 million is going down the line while he is watching at it. Will Jonathan survive this or not? 50 million to 10 million? Hey, hey, this is a big joke, right? Jonathan can't seem to believe what his eyes is saying, and Emeka also was just eating his chicken and making mockery of Jonathan and telling Jonathan that he is a big fool, that he always thinks that he is smart, but he is never smart at all. Guys, what happened before we dive into Jonathan's regretting and lamenting, frustrating and crying wherever he is? Jonathan, remember that Kennedy warned him and the daughter not to give that car as collateral or not to venture into that business that Emeka proposed to him, right? And he did. So they were now seated, the three of them. That is how they were making mockery of Kennedy, and Jonathan was like 10 million to 50 million. 10 million to 50 million, like about 4 times he's already a billionaire. That is how they were jubilating, and the maker was laughing in his heart, saying that, see this fool, you think that you have made it, but not knowing that I just scammed you. And Kennedy never mind their business. Kennedy was just minding his own business, and they were like, Kennedy, you are jealous. That is why you are not contributing to this discussion. Kennedy said, I can't contribute to what I don't know the details about. Anyway, congratulations to you, my brother, for making it big, for hitting the jackpot. Hey, my people, a lot is packed in today's video. Now, Jonathan went home. Jonathan was with Teresa and Benny. As they were seated while Teresa was preparing food to come and serve them with it, Jonathan started saying some kind of rubbish languages like, I will show Clara Pepe. Clara and Hans, they will know that I have arrived. I am the latest billionaire in town. Yes, I will buy that restaurant of hers and I will give it as a gift to Hans's mother. And Clara will come and kneel down and beg me. Then I will give her terms and conditions before she comes back into this house. Benny laughed and said, come and beg you for what now? That is never going to happen. Maybe that will happen in your dream. Jonathan is really daydreaming, and he's going to show Hans that Hans is not only the one who can make money, that he too can be a boss. You see his problem? His problem is not to make money. His problem is to challenge people. His problem is to prove a point. Jonathan, wake up. You have been scammed. Jonathan went now to the room. Jonathan was surprised that nobody have called him. He has been calling the number is not going through. The number of the engineer is not going through. Emeka went and met with Debbie, and Debbie was like, you have been roaming like a wounded lion, the devil looking for whom to destroy. Emeka said yes, he has been looking around looking for whom to destroy, and he has gotten his destruction. And the destruction is Jonathan. Jonathan is his victim. That Jonathan has fallen prey into his plan of action. And now Jonathan is about to lose that car and start trekking on foot. Debbie could not believe her eyes. Debbie was happy that Jonathan could fall for this trick. They started laughing and drinking and toasting that they are waiting to see how Jonathan will react when everything is taken away from him and he becomes penniless. How evil can some friends or people be around you? Now, Jonathan was so worried. The number was not going through, and Jonathan had to meet up with Emeka. Emeka, what's up now? Your guy's number is not going through, and it is already more than 1 week. What is going on? And the person that I took loan from is calling me to refund his 10 million. Emeka, I'm not finding this funny. The contractor, the engineer's number is not going through. Emeka say, relax. You bother too much. Maybe he's not in town. This is Nigeria. Call the loan guy and tell the loan guy that he should give you time. You are going to give him his money. Jonathan was not happy at all. And the guy called and warned Jonathan that he's giving Jonathan 3 days. If Jonathan doesn't provide his money, then Jonathan will face the consequences of losing his car. And Emeka left. Guess what? Emeka was laughing at Jonathan, that Jonathan is a very big fool. That Jonathan doesn't know that he just signed his doom the day he signed those fake documents that were presented to him in the name of contract form. Jonathan returned back home. The whole night, Jonathan could not sleep. Jonathan was worried, trying the number. The number was not going through. The number was not available. And guess what? Jonathan could not sleep. In the morning, Jonathan was just worried, and Debbie could not help. Benny could not help but ask Jonathan what the problem is. Jonathan said Benny should stay off his back, and he left. Now they were on the dining to eat. Guess what? Jonathan was unable to eat his food. They asked Jonathan if there is any problem because I've noticed that for 3 days now, Jonathan is unable to eat. Jonathan is just scared that it should not be that he has been scammed, because he trusts Emeka so much that he doesn't want to believe that Emeka brought wrong people before him. Now, as they were talking on the dining, a knock on the door. Jonathan rushed. It was the loan guy. The guy that loaned Jonathan that 10 million. Jonathan said, "What are you doing in my house?" The guy said, "I've been calling you now for days and you are not picking my calls. I had to come here. Do you think I am joking? 10 million is not small money. Give my money. If you don't give my money in 3 days' time, then I'm going to come and carry this your car and go and sell it. Take the remaining balance and eat." Jonathan got angry that how can you say you want to take my car worth 50 million to go and sell in because of 10 million that I'm owing you? The guy said, "You must be joking. Business is business. I'm giving you 3 days." Jonathan was pleading with him to no avail. Jonathan had now to warn him never to try it to take his car. He said, "Jonathan, don't forget that I deal with documents that you sign. No, you sign paper documents, remember, in my house, before I gave you that 10 million. Jonathan was just so angry. And when this guy left, Jonathan was surprised to see that Benny and Auntie Teresa were right behind him. They now asked him this question in the house. What is going on? Why is that guy asking you for his money? And if you don't give his money, he's going to take your car and go and sell it. Jonathan said it's no big deal. That is just a guy I'm owing. And Benny was like, "Thank God that you are just to pay with a car, not going to jail, because I was scared that you were going to go to jail. But since it's about the car, let your foolishness pay with the car." And she left. Jonathan was just so worried. Jonathan could not sleep. Jonathan now rushed to the engineer site. Guess what? The gate man told him that there is nobody by that name in this area, in this vicinity. And he doesn't even live here. This is so and so person's house. Jonathan put his hand on his head and screamed that he has been scammed. Instantly, he rushed and met with Emeka. Emeka was eating his goat meat and chicken at the same time, drinking his beautiful whiskey. Telling Jonathan that you are a fool. You are not smart enough. How can you sign contract without doing investigation? Jonathan said, "But you came to me, you assured me, you told me that these are people that you have done business with and you know them so well that they can be trusted and I should trust you in this. You are doing it for my own good. And now you sit and tell me that I was not smart enough. Emeka, don't even try me. You have to go and look for that engineer." Emeka said, "Please, that is your family wahala. Go and sort it out and allow me enjoy myself. If you need anything, I will give you to eat." Jonathan held Emeka by the trouser that Emeka should not try him. Emeka should just better go and look for that engineer. Jonathan went home frustrated. Got inside the house. Jonathan could not greet Teresa and Benny. He rushed to the room. Benny followed to the room. Jonathan was crying like a baby. Benny was like, "Dad, what happened to you? Did you fight with anybody?" He got angry on Benny. And Benny said, "Why are you angry at us? You have to tell me what the problem is." And Jonathan said, "I owe nobody anything. Nobody owns my life." And Benny said, "I own you that because you are my father and need an explanation from you on what is going on in your life. Whatever thing that affects you have to affect me as well." Jonathan now calmed down. And Benny was like, "I love you so much that I don't want to see you worried. I don't want to see you down like this. Tell me the problem." And Jonathan was relaxed. Jonathan had to explain things to Benny. That he fought with Emeka, that the contract Emeka brought to him looks like he was scam. And now Emeka is telling him that it's his family problem. Benny now told Jonathan that this is a well-calculated game. That Emeka have scammed him. Emeka meant no well for him. that let him think of this. If this thing was a legit business, is it that Emeka doesn't want to be rich? Emeka love poverty. Emeka would have done this business before even letting you know about it. Jonathan said, but he said he was busy, and Benny said, busy and roaming around you, giving you advice and pressurizing you to do this thing. Emeka has duped you. This is a game plan, a well-calculated game plan. You just have to be careful. Now, even if you catch this contractor, you did not even sign legal documents with him. There was nothing, no proceeds you taken. So you cannot even take this person to court. Before you want to engage in any business or sign any document with anybody, make sure that you sign a legal contract with that person. Ask questions to understand what you are venturing into. Now, the contractor had made fake signature, fake documents, fake site, fake everything, fake. And Jonathan fell for it. Jonathan became speechless, and the daughter held Jonathan to calm down so that they can look for a solution. Jonathan said, meaning Emeka duped me, meaning Kennedy has been speaking the truth all along to me, meaning you people have been advising me the right way and I've been listening to Emeka. It is already too late for you, Jonathan. But the good thing here is this. You just realize through your daughter that Emeka is no good for you. You have been scammed of your car. Now, take legal action. You people should involve the authorities so that they'll investigate Emeka, investigate everything, and the culprit will be caught. Jonathan, it's really a pity. Guys, valorize your mental health and mind the kind of people you keep around you as well. See you in our next video. Do you pity Jonathan or not? Let me hear you out in the comment section below. Emeka and Debbie, I feel like strangling them.